hold on to your seats or at least something, because with these upcoming RPGs and MMOs, 2022 just got epic. Hey G Nation, I'm Ben, and today on Android GameSpot, the top 10 upcoming RPGs and MMORPGs for 2022. This list is not ranked and is a mix of 5 games for each genre, so watch the whole video till the end, it will be worth it, and let me know which games you're hyped for down below. Now, let's do this! First we have Champion Hunters. Champion Hunters is an action RPG that is going to have open world settings with visuals that reminds me of Genshin Impact, and it is built on blockchain technology. In other words, it's a new game for the NFT market, as it seems to be the new trend in the mobile gaming industry. But back to the game, where you'll be hunting monsters to collect runes and uncover the story behind the world, which is known as Valdoria. The wild monsters can be captured and tamed, as well as used in battles, so a Pokemon element here. The game is expected for release in the 4th quarter of 2022 on PC and in 2023 on Android and iOS, but it sounds interesting enough, so I'll be keeping my eye on it. World of Warcraft Mobile. Blizzard made somewhat of a vague announcement early 2021 about a possible mobile World of Warcraft game. Well, they confirmed it during their 4th quarter 2021 call, so what do we know so far about the game? Well, not much unfortunately, but hopefully it will be a decent MMORPG. For anyone who doesn't know, Warcraft is a franchise that came out in 2004 and it's hands down Blizzard's most popular game, as it's still got millions of players today. That's right, 18 years later. So far we don't have a release date yet either, but according to Blizzard's report, the game will be coming out in 2022, although with the pandemic, there could definitely be delays, and I'm thinking about Diablo Immortal's announcement back in 2018, and here we are almost 4 years later with the game still not out yet due to the delays. So here's hoping that history won't repeat itself. Tower of Fantasy. Tower of Fantasy, the so-called Genshin Impact ultimate competitor, has finally gotten a release window, and so the English version will be coming by the end of 2022, early 2023. As a reminder, Tower of Fantasy is an open-world RPG that released in China back in 2020 and features flashy combat in a massive world where players will face ferocious beasts and deadly machines. The combat is a mix of air combat and ground skills, and the controls are flexible, making it easier to switch weapons for attack and defense. It's worth mentioning that Tower of Fantasy has been often under the heat of criticism by the fans. For example, the dev team was caught using Honkai Impact 3's assets in a promo video, and they also got caught stealing Genshin Impact's App Store reviews. So with the English version, it's their one chance to redeem themselves and prove to us and to the world that Tower of Fantasy can match up or surpass Genshin Impact. Roko Kingdom. Tencent is developing a Roko Kingdom game for mobile devices, which will be an MMORPG where players assume the role of a character in the kingdom and summon pets to battle against each other. The pets can be trained to gain in strength, and it's similar in many ways to the Pokemon mechanics, as both of these worlds are filled with people who pet and train legendary creatures. The Roko Kingdom is an extensive universe with already 4 movies released, as well as a webtoon series out in 2012 and a cartoon series out in 2013 by the name of Roko Kingdom Adventures that ran for 3 seasons. So it looks like we'll be getting a proper Pokemon style MMORPG on mobile, but in the meantime, check out my video for the best Pokemon-like MMOs on mobile, link down below. The Ragnarok. NetEase released more info on its Norse-inspired AAA MMO, Project Ragnarok. The game will have cross-platform support featuring an interactive dynamic open world, as well as monsters, magic, and different ways of traveling across the map. There isn't much more details about this one, but from the trailers released, it's safe to say that Ragnarok is extremely pretty, and the inspiration in its gorgeous visual style, dynamic combat, and free running and climbing gives a Horizon Zero Dawn vibes. And I'm a big fan of Horizon Zero Dawn. No release date yet, but the Project Ragnarok will launch first on mobile before making its way to PC and consoles, so cross-platform support is expected. Undecember. Set to release on both mobile and PC platforms, Undecember is the new hack-and-slash RPG developed by Tokyo-based Line Games alongside Needs Games. The setting in Undecember features a rather hellish supernatural landscape packed with intimidating creatures, and a lot of people have noted the strong similarity with the hit series Diablo, so it looks like Diablo Immortal might have more than one challenger to face off against. Line Games confirmed that the game will be running on Unreal Engine 4, promising top-notch graphics for both PC and mobile, and an isometric top-down view. They also pointed out that Undecember does place a heavy emphasis on character development, as well as multiple modes ranging from PvE, a co-op mode, and competitive PvP. Last but not least, crossplay will be supported and the release date is set for early 2022, so hopefully pretty soon. Torchlight Infinite. Another Diablo Immortal challenger, here we have Torchlight Infinite, which is an action RPG featuring a highly flexible character building experience. The game will have 3 heroes to play with. First we have Rihan, a pure magic skilled barbaric mage. Next is Gemma, an ice and fire melee expert, and finally Carino. 24 passive ability pools will be available with almost 60 abilities in each and 180 skills. Torchlight Infinite doesn't have any stamina system, and the attack skills of the playable characters don't feature any cooldown, and neither will the game have any PvP modes, as the devs said that they don't want to set strict limits on numbers and stats, as they're focusing on creating a perfectly balanced game. And I don't know about you, but I'm hyped. Rise. Rise is an upcoming MMORPG from NXN that will be making its way to mobile devices and PC in 2022. The hype took off after the release of the trailer, which features RPG gameplay in the lines of The Witcher. The team worked with medieval martial arts masters to showcase realistic fighting scenes, and the game is expected to feature a strong storyline. Rise is being developed for PC, consoles and mobile, but we're not sure if cross-platform will be supported. There was also hints of a focus on esports, but then again, it's hard to see how an esports scene will fit in. As a reminder, NXN is known for its first game on mobile, Raven, which was out in 2015 and won 6 categories in the Korean Game Awards. Rise is promising some insane graphics and highly realistic fighting scenes, and I just got one thing on my mind: I can't wait to try it. Eden Zero Pocket Galaxy. Konami has announced the pre-registration for its upcoming action RPG, Eden Zero Pocket Galaxy, and although we don't have a specific launch date yet, it's expected to hit the global market soon. The game is of course inspired from the Japanese sci-fi fantasy manga series Eden Zero, and as far as the game's required specs, you're gonna need a high-end device to run this one. So for Android, 9.0 or higher, 4 gigs of RAM or more, and a Snapdragon 845 or anything above the 800 series. Apple users gonna need an iPhone X or higher devices with iOS 10.0 or later versions. I'm not familiar with the manga, but I definitely like what I'm seeing, so I'll be trying this one out day one. Avatar Reckoning. Avatar Reckoning is an upcoming MMORPG shooter with some pretty heavyweight names behind it. We're talking Level Infinite, the guys behind Arena of Valor, Archazar Games, the developers of Noah's Heart, as well as Disney and Cameron's Lightstorm Entertainment. The game will most likely have a campaign in which you get to explore the world alongside its PvP modes. Avatar Reckoning has been confirmed for a release in 2022, but before that, a closed beta will come out and you can sign up for it on the official website. The sequel to the Avatar movie is releasing on December of this year, so the game will probably be out before then. And that sums up my picks for the best upcoming RPGs and MMOs of 2022, but now I want to hear from you in the comments. If you could play one game right now, which one would it be? Of course, as always, if you enjoyed this video, clicking the like button does help me out a lot and I would really appreciate that, and if you're new, consider subscribing because I put out new videos like this every week. Also, special thanks to my YouTube members, and if you also want to support my videos, links are down in the description. Once again, I'm Ben, thank you AG Nation for watching, and I'll see you next time, right here on Android GameSpot. Stay epic!